Where the front go? You know the funny thing about life? Talk to him, train. They be the closest people to you, be your biggest haters. Said that right. Especially when they see you do good, just not better than them. Huh? Let your haters motivate you and elevate you. Alright. It's Johnny. They hate me because of the way I'm living. I know them fans that watching me because of the way I'm living. She tryna run with her, she love the way I'm living. And I'ma always keep it jigger, that's the way I'm living. Got all the racks on me, I got all this ice on me. Got them shooters who gon' ride for me and down for me. Got niggas hate me because of the way I'm living. And I'ma always keep it jigger, that's the way I'm living. Like they love me better when I ain't have it. And now they ain't gonna see me living lavish. Put up an Onyx and I let them strippers have it. I show my sometimes cause I ain't never had it. Hard up till I came from the bottom. I'm throwing all these dollars, rockin' Gucci, rockin' Prada. The baddest model, especially said when I step up, hit the club is showing up, standing on the 40 couches. Now the whole club asking bottles. Got it, niggas hating me because of the way I'm living. I know the fans that watching me because of the way I'm living. She tryna run with her, she love the way I'm living. And I'ma always keep it jigger, that's the way I'm living. Got all these racks on me, got all this ice on me. Got them shooters who gon' ride for me and down for me. Got them niggas hating me because of the way I'm living. And I'ma always keep it jigger, that's the way I'm living. Make it feel type of way, bad in my face, try to keep away. Getting money every day, what I say, I ran it up to the race. I'm trying to get to the money bag, couple stacks in a row bag, make it to the money day. When she throw it, throw the for the quarterback. The way I ran around the bags, I'm for the money bag. Got it, they hate me because of the way I'm living. I know them fans that watching me because of the way I'm living. She tryna run with her G, she love the way I'm living. And I'ma always keep it jigger, that's the way I'm living. Got all the racks on me.
The Battle Buddies.
Did he really pull up to Onyx and let them strippers have it?
A lot of times.
Okay. That's what's up.
You're so stupid. There is an Onyx here in Charlotte, so yes, absolutely.
Like I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like I never really been a like I would go like with my friends, like they used to like to go, but like I never really I never saw the appeal, like because I could see women naked like in real life, like for real, like without having to, you know what I mean? So it's like it was weird. Like we would go and it'd be like ambiance, like we would get a table. Like I remember like 2001 finals, Sixers versus the Lakers. We went to this club and they had the game was on. Literally, we rolled in 8-10 deep. We watching the game. And it's like to the point where like we was having so much fun within. Like there was like two girls that stopped dancing. Was like, can we watch the game with y'all? Can we kick it with y'all? I was like, I guess do you gotta be naked when you do it? Like I never saw the appeal. Like not that I always had this moral high ground. I just didn't see the appeal of paying women to take their clothes off for real.
I'm with you.
This must have been in New York.
No, it was in Windsor, Canada, because I used to live in Detroit. So it was like right across from Detroit. So it was like you'd be in Windsor, Canada. It was, you know. You ever been to Windsor, Canada? You need to. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Kind of with you. I mean, somewhat. The reason why I like the strip club is for the food. Be honest with you. They have some fire wings. You feel me?
Wings.
Fire.
You think they back there making them naked like they did?
You
like
hear me?
Nino Brown did in
They
the
be
Carter?
fire.
Absolutely.
Best
food hands down.
Imagine they in the back making wings naked like Nino Brown had them in the Carter bagging up dope. Like,
see, I used to like the strip club in Atlanta because that's where most of the straight men were. So
hold up, what? I took a sip of water. I didn't hear that.
I used to like the strip club in Atlanta because that's where most of the straight men were.
in the club, because outside the club, it's like,
regular club, you never know.
Okay, makes sense. Okay. Right.
How did Atlanta become the gay men capital? Like I'm hearing that like more and more like in the jokes, like within the culture, within pop culture. Like how did that happen?
Way for quite some time.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Like I don't know. That's a good question.
Hmm.
You think? Well, it may. I don't know if it has anything to do with Freaknik. Anything was going down there, so you got a hodgepodge of people always coming every year, and it was a lot going on at Freaknik.
That makes sense. I could see that.
And then also, Atlanta became like the mecca for Black enterprise. So everybody was just moving there. So it was kind of like you just putting a whole bunch of people somewhere, and you just never know what's going to happen. Sodom and Gomorrah.
So what happens in Atlanta stays in Atlanta? Like, is that no? Okay. I just wanted to know if it switched up. I wanted to know if they took thunder from Vegas. Like,
I don't know. Well, I guess we could introduce each other. It's Tuesday. We in
Another
I don't even know what the hell month it is, if it's Black History, Black Future, just February, whatever. But it's Tuesday. We here, we breathing, we alive. It is what it is. We about to get some free crack pipes. I'm joking. Insider.
never saw the appeal of crack either. Like, didn't see the selling point. I didn't.
All my Democrat friends, post check. I mean, I just want to make sure y'all okay. Y'all
right?
Ready to jump off a bridge yet. I'm just,
still thumbs up for Biden.
I am
glad we got.
I am proud to say that I live in a conservative state right now. So take it how you want to. We ain't got no mask mandates. We ain't got no COVID booster shots. This, that, man, that we good around here in this COVID state, in this conservative state of South Carolina. So I'm happy.
I'm gonna ask a question after we introduce one another, and I'm hoping the listeners could give some insight. But go ahead.
I would like to introduce the one and only, the gentleman's gentleman, Mr. Adrian Taylor.
Oh,
that's it.
Okay.
AKA.
You know what I'm saying? Grits with butter, salt, and pepper. You feel me? Yeah. I'm back on it again today. I'm on the BS today.
AKA.
The South got something to say. I told you I'm on it today. I'm on it today.
And then we got, Lord, we don't know what the hell he might say. Mr. Wayne Stephen, AKA
Bomba Clock.
See? You see what I'm saying? Where the hell that come from? Oh, God. Thank God. AKA
your boy One Strike Wheezy,
One strike. That's all you got?
I'll tell you later.
Dang. She did you like that?
No, it's not a relax. It's something like for real. I'm gonna tell y'all later though. I'm gonna tell y'all off air. It's crazy. It ain't got nothing to do with relationships. It got to do with something else.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, damn, that was sad.
Splat.
Bring it. You do know. Never mind. I didn't know what the noise was signifying. We bring to you Miss Didi Legette, aka
the one and the only Core Queen,
aka
your favorite serial entrepreneur.
We kept it PG today.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Don't worry. I'm gonna push some buttons. No, I'm just fine. I'm not gonna do nothing actually. I do have a question though before we get started.
Okay.
Why in our culture's brain, when we say the word conservative, do we automatically say white? I'm not going to say the three people here do that because you said you live in a conservative state. Obviously, you're not white. That's obvious, right? But why
Republican?
Why culturally, when the word conservative, when somebody says I'm a black conservative, immediately, it's almost like this.
He's a Sambo.
Yeah. Like, why does conservative mean white? I just want to know why conservative means white.
Because that's just what's been washed down our thought process is that conservative.
It's been whitewashed.
Yeah. So
because initially black people were conservative. Well,
right.
Traditionally, black people are conservative anyway.
Right. When you think about it, especially from the Christian standpoint, like all the principles, when you really break it down, black people are conservative. But now it's kind of a line, right? So you got black and white, and we look at conservative as white people. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to politics. So it's a white thing. So if you hear, because think about it, when a black person hears that another black person is conservative, they like, oh, I can't even rock with you. Like
Lame,
automatically,
white.
like it's gonna be a bad thing in their mind, and that's just because the conditioning.
Right. Because
Again,
the
don't
word
know the
conservative
definition.
isn't even a political word. Like conservative, it's not even a political word. It was made a political word and made a dividing word. But like we feign ourselves so intelligent in this society, we don't even watch for the hook. In the words of Cool Breeze, shout out to Cool Breeze. We don't even watch for the hook. Like, and it's been happening over time, and we just keep getting hit in the head, and we're just standing there watching the punches come. Again, not this three people, but just as a whole, we just watch. We not watching for the hook. It's like this word means this, so y'all over there. No, this word means this.
That's black people as a whole. That's just what they do. It doesn't matter what it is. They act as if two things cannot exist at the same time, ever. It don't matter what it is. They make it a competition across the board all the time. That is textbook post-traumatic slave disorder.
Hey man,
I was talking to my mom about that.
I just be wanting to do a post check on all my diehard Democrat friends. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm petty.
Y'all still vaccinated?
It was actually the lady who is what is it called? The HUD person, the person in charge of HUD.
Yeah. The secretary.
Secretary of Housing. She was on the Breakfast Club the other morning. And Charlamagne don't pull no punches when it comes to interview questions. And he asked her, he was like, well, all the promises that the Democrats made, they're not following through on them. And you talk about, she's a black lady, and she tried to spin it like, well, everybody's trying to focus on the things that's not being done. But what about the things we have done? He was like, but that's not what we voted for. That's not what we voted for him to do. He's not doing the things that he said he was going to do. And she was like, well, he still got 3 years left. Give him some time. Nope. I wanted him so bad to say, but he passed this right away. Like, why is it taking so long to do these things, but he can do this right away?
We got 3 more years of this. It's only been a year.
Yo, it seemed like it done been 3 years.
Fam, like this.
Right. It's only been a year.
We got 3 more.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Bro.
I'm gonna go lay down.
And of course, I blame him for everything. And I've been holding back on making this post because I'm really feeling some type of way about this, because y'all know how I feel about my cereal. And I'm just really distraught. And I'm being serious that they don't make it anymore. How do they not make Frosted Rice Krispies anymore?
What do you need to frost Rice Krispies for?
Have you not had Frosted Rice Krispies? That's probably why you're saying it. I've been to every grocery store. I even went on Amazon to order them, and they don't make them. Why are they not making them?
Why not?
I don't know. I'm so disgusted. I make my Rice Krispie treats with these.
Look,
they don't make them anymore.
Look what triggers us.
So disgusted. Fucking Joe Byron.
Whoa.
It's his fault.
I think they still got the clustered Rice Krispie treat.
It ain't the same. Those is nasty.
Okay.
Why are you clustering Rice Krispies?
You never had the cluster Rice Krispie treat cereal?
Damn, just give me the basic Rice Krispies. I could just add sugar to, like this. Look.
Hey, you hear him?
Stop talking about like we don't have. You remember we don't have cereal conversations with Wayne. Like this is when Wayne loses me with these cereals.
Apple Jacks, Kicks, Wheaties,
Kicks,
Fruit Loops, Apple Jacks, Kicks, Wheaties.
Yo, who eats
Cheerios? Plain. Who want work?
Yuck.
All my favorite cereals. Raisin Bran. I don't care about none y'all talking about. That's how
I eat Raisin Bran Crunch.
No, I don't need the crunchies in my Raisin Bran. I just need the raisins. I need the bread. Raisin Bran. Stop trying to jazz up my plain cereals. I don't need the crunchies.
This boy crazy.
So you eat cornflakes?
I haven't had cornflakes in quite some time, but I would with the sugar like this.
Frosted Flakes.
See how I'm pouring it? No, I don't need processed sugar on my. I got sugar. I'm gonna put the sugar on it. I don't need. Don't give me what.
But you eat Fruit Loops. That's processed.
Right.
Boy, bye.
Fruit Loops, Tricks.
They don't make none of those colors. That color is not a real flavor. It's
What
not
else you
fruit.
need? Tricks?
And
Not
none of the
fruit.
flavors is different.
They're not fruit.
None of the
My
flavors
son
is
wouldn't even
different.
eat Tricks.
Tricks don't even taste this. Tricks is disgusting. They don't even taste like they used to taste. No, they taste processed. Ew.
I'd rather have the
It's like
vitamin
plastic.
cereal than Tricks.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
King
Talk that
Vitamin
poverty.
is shit.
Talk
Yeah.
that poverty talk to me. I need talk
I
that
love
poverty
King
talk. I
Vitamin
need that. I
cereal
love
with
King
sugar on it.
Vitamin.
That's my shit.
Hey, I
King
usually
Vi-
kill that. King Vitamin.
love
Talk
Man.
that
King
poverty
Vitamin.
talk.
That was like the best because you remember it was like either that or the regular corn flakes. Nobody want no
Yes.
regular corn flakes,
No,
bro.
King Vitamin
King
was
Vitamin.
everything.
You can't even get them no more.
Mm-mm.
People ain't pouring no more. They ain't got wick.
They got wick.
They got Wick. Of course, Wick ain't going nowhere.
Boy, that wick shopping. That I hate to even sound like I hate to even suffer from PTSD like this, but that wick shopping hit different on a summer day with the juicy chip. Look, come on, man, get all that.
Juicy juice. I love me some juicy juice apple juice. I got 2 things in my refrigerator right now.
Bro.
All right, y'all. Let's get on our
but
topic. So we're gonna
all
start
right.
out.
Because I got some before we go, because powdered eggs. Let's not act like it was all gravy, because we had powdered eggs,
Never had
milk.
the powdered milk.
Powdered milk. Oh,
I never had that.
That
I
black
had the
cheese.
carnation milk.
Mhm.
I had the carnation
Bro.
milk. I never had powder milk.
So it had a couple good things in there, but let's not forget the horribleness that
the
it
horrible
had.
stuff. No.
that
I
peanut
did.
butter was off the chain. That peanut butter made the best peanut butter cookies.
You had to stir it because that grease that sit at the top, that oil that separates.
Yeah,
you
it
need
was
to-
separated.
You
You know
gotta
it was
get in there.
good.
You gotta get in there. Like,
Yo, it was separated. If you let it just start separating, you're like,
how you just gonna have a white jar with black letters? Peanut butter.
Listen.
Well, I guess that's it.
It just look poor. No frills, baby.
powdered eggs. I wish I would eat some daggone powdered eggs.
Ew. That powdered milk. Oh, with the cornflake. Oh.
Yeah, we can be on that
trigger.
poverty talk. Did
Right.
y'all ever put milk in y'all eggs just to make them stretch?
No.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's that next level poor. You gotta
I
put
just didn't
some.
like eggs like that. I wasn't a big egg eater, so I didn't even. I was picky too. I was starved before I did.
Eric, I hope you letting us know that was trash. Tang.
What?
Ugh.
Oh.
That was the worst.
I'm logging off because I'm
As
not.
soon as I
I'm not
hear
gonna keep. I'm
Tang,
not
I
gonna
think
keep playing
about
with
married
y'all.
with children.
I'm not
Bro.
gonna keep playing with y'all. Y'all not gonna keep disrespecting the things that I Tang.
You like Tang?
Yes.
Bro, you got
Yes.
some.
Wayne
Terrible
liked Sunny
taste
Delight.
buds.
Remember?
I also
Oh,
do
yeah, I
enjoy
forgot.
an
Sunny
occasional
Delight.
Sunny Delight.
Sunny Delight tastes like ass grass.
Describe that taste to me, Adrian. What is this ass grass you speak of? I like the
Alright.
I like the rhyme scheme. I'll take it.
If I fart on some grass and then
Okay.
chew on it,
Like cut grass.
yeah, and I fart on
Okay.
it.
Stupid.
Gotcha.
Oh my god.
That makes
There you
sense.
go.
I'm with you. I got it in the mental taste buds. Go ahead. Didi, will you introduce the topic and stop letting us play around?
I'm trying. So we're gonna start out with this topic that we had from last week, but we didn't get to it. And I'm gonna let Wayne start because it's his topic.
You ever share a shirt with your little brother and he get a pizza stain on it?
Oh my god. Shut up, Wayne.
Okay, my fault. Go ahead.
I never had those issues.
So
See,
black.
you talk about powdered eggs.
I
That's
don't
real
know,
powdered.
Wayne. Is this a question?
I don't have a little
Wayne?
brother.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, Didi. You don't.
Y'all talk about this later.
Okay, I'm
20
going
minutes
I
into
got
the
a
show,
I
Wayne
got a
talked about
cousin
nothing
that's
but
like my
Tang.
brother. All right, okay.
I'm sorry.
Wayne, was this a question or was it a statement? Because I don't know.
Put it up.
I
hold
mean,
on,
with
this is not
Wayne,
a
you never
trending
know.
topic.
You do never
Yeah,
know.
I don't know
I'll
if
put
it's a-
punctuation wherever I feel like.
Well, I don't know if there was any punctuation. Black leaders.
Okay.
I just put equal celebrities. Is it a question? or a
So
statement?
let me give you some background.
The long
Talking to my
story.
mom.
Okay, go ahead.
No, it's really short. I was talking to my mom about how back in the days when racial issues used to happen, we used to march. Like I remember Brooklyn marches, and it was just a bunch of people of different creeds. I'm gonna just ignore that. Different creeds and races that came together to galvanize people back in the days. Nowadays, when I see that kind of stuff occur, there's always like these nameless leaders and then like a celebrity that's like championing that issue. But like when you look in like other communities, like they actually have community leaders of their race, and I feel like we get force fed the idea that the leaders of our communities are celebrities.
I think that's only when we see certain things on TV. I think there are a lot of community activists who are boots on the ground and do things all the time without recognition. But I think
that's it right there.
Yeah, I just think
why not?
Why not what?
Why not the recognition? Because these are names.
Because why are you doing anything? Most of the time, grassroots people don't do things for recognition. They're doing it to actually help. They don't care if anybody knows who they are. When you have a real activist, they don't need you to know who they are.
Right.
When you're giving back to the community, you don't have to shout it at the rooftops that I'm giving back to the community. You just do it.
I just feel like, and I know I'm not saying that that's why they should do it, but what I'm saying is they deserve, like if Adrian right now was the leader of some youth group that was Adopt a Highway, and in that process, you know, they were teaching the importance of building up your neighborhoods and communities, right? That's something I feel like people should want to know. And
the people in that community probably do.
But we shouldn't have to wait for like a celebrity to come along and be like, oh, and then this guy, Adrian, and then now all of a sudden it becomes whoever that celebrity is, it becomes their thing. You know what I mean? I feel like the only people that would take it that way are the people who aren't interested. They're only interested in that celebrity. Gotcha. The people who are interested in what Adrian is doing are already looking for that. I'm gonna give you an example. So before Charleston White, if you don't know who Charleston White is, the big loudmouth guy that's all over the internet. From Dallas.
Before he came out and was on the internet doing all that stuff, nobody knew all of the great activist work he was doing in Texas.
Right.
Nobody cared but the people in Texas knew who he was and all the work that he was doing for the youth. He's a huge youth activist. But now that he's all over the internet, acting a fool, doing all this crazy stuff, now everybody want to drag him and all this stuff. He's doing this stuff on purpose to do it, really, for real. But like nobody would know who he is because it doesn't matter. He's not doing this for them. The stuff that he do in Texas is for the youth, and anybody that need access to him know how to get it. Yeah. There's no celebrity that he needs to help do what he's doing because he already doing it. I don't think if you're doing something like if you looking at Wayne in New York and he needs an art class for his daughter, he gonna go find the best. That person is gonna come up everywhere. Mm-hmm. The work is gonna be documented and it's gonna speak for itself, whether a celebrity come in or not. Now, if a celebrity come in and highlights that person, the people that need to be in the spotlight are gonna be the ones that's gonna push it. That they just vultures and just want to be in the spotlight. Right. But the work that's being done is documented and is there.
I just feel like our youth, because I like the fact that I work with kids and I see what their idea of leadership means. I see what it means to them at this age. To them, it means somebody that's flexing and flashing, and you know that's pretty much all it is. And they can say, "Oh, but they getting their family out of a bad situation and doing this," but that's not what's attracting you to that. What's attracting you to it is the frills. So I mean, I think I just feel like we would do ourselves a service if we made actual occupational leadership. Like, I mean, and I know this is gonna sound so cliche. Doctors and lawyers, like, don't we need doctors and lawyers? Aren't those important? Shouldn't we have more representation in those areas? Like, you know, even grassroots directors, people who have a creative, like something that's not always the ostentatious stuff that are the trappings, because it really traps our youth mentally. It makes them chase things that sometimes aren't attainable versus working towards something that is.
Well, that's because the images are being controlled by the folks that know how to control the mind. Those who control the image control the mind. So the only way to have control over your child is to have control over your child. Right. You control what they see, and the downfall of that is the youth that you're talking about probably don't have really good parents, people that are giving them direction, mentors that are lining them up with things to give them the reality of these non-realistic celebrities that they see that they are attracted to. You got these kids that's in the hood, they see what's on social media, they see what's on the videos, that's all they see because they don't have guidance. So though, of course, the doctors and lawyers, the realistic goals and the trades and stuff like that are out there that they can actually attain. If your parents don't push you towards those things, you're going to go towards the things that's really the most unattainable thing to get is that celebrity status.
Right.
because that's what's flashed in front of you all the
that's
time.
That's just like right. So that is it's crazy because you know, I look at different cultures and we see it all the time, you know, where, you know, when it comes to engineers, that field is mostly made up of Asians. When you look at especially like medical, right? How many of y'all got Indian doctors?
Indians.
Yeah, like big time, right? But
Yep.
the thing is, like you just said, like culturally, that's where they push their kids. Like they push their kids and they teach them and tell them the things that are of importance. So that way you're not necessarily, you know, chasing what we call fame or stardom. You know, if you happen to fall into it, cool, but that's not what you're going to be chasing. And I feel like that is one of those things in our culture because we're not teaching our kids anything. And you know, this is something that I want to work on as well. Like I want to do you know, some job training, not only job training, but just like do panels of people that do different types of jobs. You know, what I do now, I would have never thought as a kid that this is something that I could have done or even how to even get into it. Right. I'm a chief learning officer. Right. So you know what I'm saying? Like hearing that from, you know, different people. Also me, you know, remember, was it last week or the week before when I told y'all I stopped doing computer science because no one looked like me. But if I would have had a big homie or somebody to be like, yo, that's a career field you want to be in, big dog. You need to stick with that. I would have done it. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to start doing some of those things. So if y'all want to help me with that, by all means, I'm with it.
Actually, you can. We after this we'll talk because me and my homegirl Tiffany is actually already in the works of planning a conference.
Okay.
To get, and we need some panel people to talk. So we're gonna do it in the fall. But yeah, definitely need to talk about that.
Yes.
And yeah, black people, what do they push their kids to do?
Sports and entertainment
and rap. Yeah, I mean that's literally two of the hardest things to do to get into.
Right. And then we make it because it gets so bad. We make like education uncool, and not per se. I don't think we're trying to, but it's just not something that we're making cool in our household, right?
Right.
Because why? You're steady pushing the ball down their throats and not forcing them to make sure that they hit the books.
Yeah. Because
so
that image is attractive. If
right.
my boy, if I see my son get the Heisman, or if I see my son at the draft, or if I see my son, like that image has controlled the parents' mind.
But look how many, but even still, like, okay, on the education standpoint, even if you're great at, you know, at sports, look how many of our people that got took, you know, once they became, you know, made it to the league, how many of them got took, you know what I'm saying? Clement Portis, remember his agent took him for like 40 something million, I think it was, you know, so yeah, I look at our community, man, we always getting took because why? We're not pushing them to understand. And not learning money, teaching them what you didn't learn.
That part. I was super excited. My son had just real quick, he had to pick his encore classes for middle school next year. And one of his classes, he picked financial literacy. I was like, dope.
That's what's up. Happy. Yeah.
The generation before us also has to stop hitching the success of their families. If they didn't do it, stop saddling these kids with the pressure of, all right, we didn't do it, so it got to be you. Why does it have to be me?
Man,
why can't I like content creation? Why don't I want to do this? I don't want to have to do this other thing that I have to compromise way more of myself just because you didn't make it. Like that's, I don't know. That also needs to stop. And that's if one of us make it, all of us make it. And that's not true.
And we gotta stop. We gotta stop pushing our kids out at 18.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And
it's
stop setting your kids up for failure. Like that's one of the biggest reasons that these kids going into this rap industry, this music industry, sign such horrible deals. I got to get my mom out the projects. I got to get my mom a house. I got to do this. I got to save my family. So I'm gonna just sign on anything just to get this money up front. And it's the worst deal ever just to get $20,000-$30,000.
Right.
Like stop setting your kids up for failure, man.
But that's the thing. We're putting so much pressure on kids to change the dynamics of our lives. You know what I'm saying? And of course, not saying us, but that's what we do, right? Because think about it. Every kid that makes it to the league, the first thing, I'm buying my mama a house. You know what I'm saying? your mom should already have a house. But either way, if not, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, but that pressure is now on you, and now you feel like you're obligated to, you know, retire your mom and do all of these things, right? Like, no, it's a growing. It should be growing. Each generation should be better than it left it. So we have to start, you know, putting that out there. That should be our goals. You know, show your kids hard work. Like, show them hard work, not the hard work that you just only put in them, because it's a difference. They need to see you working hard too. So yeah, man. Hopefully, you know, I think we changing, but you know,
no, we definitely are.
Yeah, it's a learning process. I think our parents definitely were way less educated than we are, so our generation is turning that tide to instill better morals and educational foundations for our kids. And one thing I do hear a lot of this generation talk about is feeling like they have to be from the hood or go through the struggle or get it out the mud to feel validated. No, I don't want my kids getting it out of the mud. I work too hard and sacrifice too much for them to have to struggle like that.
Right.
Some things I'll make them work hard for, but they ain't got to get it out of nobody's mud. That ain't no badge of honor. And we didn't ask to be put in nobody's hood either. So acting as if that's some rite of passage to be successful, that needs to go. That really needs to go.
All right.
Oh shoot, I didn't see the comment. Hold on. Stop the idea of success as going to college and get a job. Sometimes learn entrepreneurship may be better for them. Absolutely. Sometimes supporting the idea, dreams, and the unconventional things that they enjoy could be something that leads them to successful, productive. Absolutely.
That part for sure.
And that being just having that type of mindset as a parent is important. But the key to that is being already established as a parent, where you're not pushing your burdens on your child, because you can't really help your child be successful in that realm if you're not successful already, because you got so much stress on you that you're forcing them into that normal pathway of go get a job, do this 9 to 5. You can't do that because you got to get this money so you can take care of me. Well, if you're established, you can pour more into your child.
So I've already established like, as far as college, right? Like, if you're getting some rinky-dink degree, I'm not paying for you to go to college. Now, I'm not going to do that. I'm not paying for you to go to college. You better get a scholarship, because if you go into college, that means you're going to be an engineer. You're going to be a doctor. You're going to be something that once you graduate, you're going to walk into a nice career. Right. I'm not paying for you to get this social studies degree or whatever the case may be. Like, I'm not paying for it. And so, no, I'm serious.
I agree.
I'm not. And so
I want to go to college for photography. No,
I'm even so tough. If you want to go to college for, you know, entrepreneurship or, you know, running a business, that type of thing, like, nah, we getting you mentorship. I'm not sending you to college for that. Like, we're going to I'll pay for you to get a mentorship, get you a coach, you know, those types of things, and intern with the company. I'm okay with that. So I'm not just saying like, oh, this is what you want to do, I'm gonna let you go. No, we're gonna pivot. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not, or you're gonna go to community college and then I'll pay for your last 2 years of school. I'm not finna pay for you for 4 years for some rinky-dink degree that's only gonna make you $15 an hour when you finish school. Right. Not doing that.
Just so you can say you got a degree.
Right. No, it's not that serious. It's not.
Somebody posted the other day that all these women out here getting criminal justice degrees and they dating the criminals.
Yo. Listen to me when I tell you. I literally know that is horrible, because I literally know like 4 women, age of 30 and below, that have criminal justice degrees. Seriously.
And the funny thing is that Kevin Samuels be going in on women in their degrees. And he literally be hitting the nail on the head on what the degrees that women get. And there ain't no man gonna marry y'all with these dumbass degrees. Like, this is crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, we got to do better with our black babies and getting them established and just getting them I mean, like you said, like the other cultures are just so adamant about what they enforce in their children and what they will not tolerate when it comes to education and careers for them. It's just non-negotiable with them. We got to do better with that.
That's true.
And that starts with what Adrian said. You can't put your kids out at 18. Like, that doesn't even make sense. I wish my baby come home, but she grown.
I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we're not doing that. We're not playing that game. There's definitely going to be a way of setting it up, because think about this, right? Most people, you're being raised, you grow up, right? And it's like, oh, you're not grown. Oh, you're not grown. Oh, you're not grown. You 18. Now you grown. You do what you want to do. Peace. Hold up. Wait, time out. You know what I'm saying? Like, there wasn't no gradual, okay, I'm going to teach you responsibilities. I'm going to teach you how to be a man or a lady. You know what I'm saying? There was none of that. It was like, you're not grown. You're not grown. You're not grown. Mm. Now you grown. Figure it out. Because I'm good on you. I did my job. You 18 now. You made it. Peace.
I tolerated you.
Right. But just 2 days ago, I wasn't grown. Now I'm grown. And not only am I grown, but I got to get out your house. Like, and think about the process that has to take for people, you know, and it's so funny because parents think they're doing you a favor because, well, I had to figure it out. So now you got to figure it out. Like, what? That's what we doing? All right. Well, if you need something from me, guess what you're going to get? My ass to kiss.
What you do today, man? What you do today, man? You good?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
That goes into the next topic that Wayne wanted to talk about. It kind of rolls into that. It's like what we've been saying.
Right.
Know what we want, but not knowing how to get it. Never learning how to properly plan from the generation before us. So you might have that goal set mind as a kid, but how do you get your mom or dad who is like, you better go work at this factory, like, to believe in your goals and your dreams of being an entrepreneur, starting your own business, who may not even know how to even help you? How do you connect those things?
I think it's extremely hard. I'll start it off. Because, and I can use myself, right? I can remember being told, hey, you know, get a degree, you know, get a good job with benefits and a 401k, you know, live this great, happy life, right? And then you get it, you do all that, right? Not only do you do it, but you excel. And then you look up and you like, I'm still young. I'm not finna do this shit for the rest of my life. Like, no, I'm so serious. But then I realized, you know, what my people was putting on me, my family was putting on me, was the goals and dreams that they wish they did. They didn't understand what they had in me, you know what I'm saying, as far as being educated, being smart. You know, I don't know how to quit. Like, I just don't. I don't know what that means to quit. I can't. I don't know how to give up. But like, to understand your child and what they're capable of, and to say, you know what, I might not be able to teach you because the way you think and the way you process things is far beyond what I could do. I need to get somebody else in here, and being able to have that awareness of being able to step aside and let somebody else help your child. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, a lot of times we're shortchanging our kids because we only thinking of what we wish we would have done and not looking at it like, yo, like, this dude's always made straight A's. This dude's always smart. He's always killing it. Like, I'm an average student, you know, barely been getting, like, maybe he's beyond my advice, you know, when it comes to, you know, how to properly prepare, you know, for his life in the future. I need to get someone to talk to him, to help him out. And so I think that we definitely shortchange our kids that way because we can only think what we think, right? When, you know, our stars could be their galaxy, right? Them shooting for the stars could be us. Like, no, I'm shooting past your stars. I'm shooting for the galaxy, but they don't have the awareness to recognize that, like, yo, you're better than I was. They ain't got to tell you, but you know what I'm saying? Like, just process that, like, yo, the way this kid thinks, it's on another level. I'm gonna need somebody to help him because we got something here. And that's another issue that we have in our community is that we don't recognize the smartness. All we recognize is these athletes, these super athletes. We don't recognize the kid that can make, that could possibly create the next, Tesla, right? We don't recognize that in our community. You know what I'm saying? No one protects that smart kid.
They corny,
they lames. Right. No one protects those kids, right? Like, buddy gonna be changing the game. We need to look after Buddy. Like we look after old boy that can throw 60 yards, or you know what I'm saying, the boy that can run a 4-1, 4-2, whatever, right? We don't protect them. You know what I'm saying? And then they wonder why you leave and don't want to come back.
They try to force that kid into the same path as the athlete and try to make him act like them. Like, no, that ain't his lane.
Right.
That ain't his lane.
But you see something. You like, this kid, like, that kid, he got something. And I think that it's hard to recognize it. Why? Because it goes back to, like you said, the last topic. All we looking at is entertainment and sports. We're not looking at the next Tesla, you know what I'm saying, or the next Mark Zuckerberg. We're not looking at them guys, in our community. We're not looking at them. So, you know what I'm saying? So even if you are super smart, it's like, okay, nerd. Okay, nerd. Pick up a book. Yeah, you're good at that. Awesome. Yeah.
No, I wasn't taught how to properly plan. My parents, when I left, I don't remember ever having a conversation about credit before I left for school. I don't, and it's so crazy because when I got to school, there were kids there who were like, but it was already well too late because I had already, ripped the card open and started using it. They're like, oh man, you're not supposed to do this. Did you know about interest rates? And I'm like, these are 18-year-olds telling me about interest rates and don't take this credit card. Don't do that because my mom said, or my dad said XYZ. And everything they did was literally a direct connection between what their parents taught them. Like I lived in a dorm. It was me and 4 other white kids. They kept the temperature at 60. Why? Because they keep the temperature at 60 in their house because it cuts down on heating costs. We get this heat for free in college, but they still instinctively did those things their parents taught them. I'm cranking it up to 80, 85 because in the projects, the heat is free. So it's like, I'm seeing the difference between the mindset. Like, they didn't go out on Friday nights. And if they did, they would go get their little 6-pack or whatever, and they would pool in and they would bring it back. Other kids, they would just go out and blow their money and frivolously on a Friday night, not have no money Saturday, Sunday, have to call their moms on Monday. So it's like, I'm watching the differences. And these are like, and these are kids who, they don't come from rich families, right? They came from smart families, smart middle-class family. And I'm like, man, I'm lost in the sauce. Everything I learned, everything I know, I literally learned it on my own. Like my parents housed me, and my parents did a good job housing me. They did a good job giving me the mindset that I didn't want to be locked up. So they did that much, right? They didn't just say, run on the streets, do what you want. Like they gave me the consequences. If you get locked up, I'm not coming to get you. That's enough to make me never want to go to jail because you ain't coming. And I just value my freedom. But just certain things I learned on my own, and I hate that I did because it makes it harder for me to have a planning mindset. I'm always all over the place. I'll start something, get 80% done, start something else. And it's like, no, you have to finish that thing. Like you gotta, like, it's like unlearning bad behaviors. And I'm glad my daughter is smart to the point where she gets her work done, even if it stresses her out, even if it makes her like angry. She gets all her work done. She's straight A student, great. Hates school, but goes because she has that mindset. She hates it. She hates it every day. But I just look at the disservice. I just look at the disservice that I hate to even say that because my parents went through stuff. You know what I mean? Like I hate to even say that because they came up in the 80s and it was bad then. So it was like, I don't want to judge them too harshly, but at the same time, I was ill prepared for the world that I was stepping out into, and I kind of had to figure it out. Definitely don't want that for Huddle. Like, definitely had to figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't have no conversations about nothing. That's it. Literally nothing. I figured it all out. I'll definitely do a head nod to my ex-husband because he did help a little bit. We were both young, but he had a little bit more guidance than I did. So he helped a lot. But the military definitely helped. with giving a little guidance as well. But being a 18-year-old mom, I had no choice. I had to figure it out. Right. It didn't matter what needed to be done. I just had to do it. But like I knew that I wanted to buy a house one day. So I figured out what classes I had to go to get my credit together and buy a house. And I bought my first house when I was, I think 24, something like that. I think whatever age I was, 2001, however old I was then. Yeah. So I bought my first house at that age because I just knew that was something I wanted to do. My grandma had a house, but I didn't know how she got the house. She never talked about it. She just had a house. So I didn't know what I needed to do to get this house. But credit cards. I was always responsible with money because I didn't have a lot and I had a baby to feed. So I had to always be responsible with money. Whether I had food stamps or WIC or whatever it was, I always had to make sure I had enough for us to eat. So those things, they just were innately in me. I don't know why, where it came from, but it just was that way. I'm still that way now. Like I make a whole lot of money, but I make sure I keep a whole lot of money too, because I don't ever want to go back to not having any money at all. And I try to instill that in my daughter. Ooh, child, we working on it. She makes a lot of money too. So, and she's young. So making a lot of money at a young age it's a lot. So she's learned the hard way. I think she's got it. And now she's about to make a whole bunch more money because she's about to be a traveling nurse. She's got her first assignment. So I'm like, look, you got to make sure you have a goal. You get a financial planner, advisor, whatever you need to do to get this money and not spend it all. And you saving and building so you can buy a house and stuff like that. So, but I just wanted to make sure that she didn't go out there and not have the right tools that she needed. But I did let her struggle in college. I did on purpose because I didn't want to give her everything. I tried that and she blew it. So I was like, okay, you're going to struggle for 3 years in college. I'm not helping you with nothing other than your tuition. You go to school for free in the military. You're not getting none of your money that the military give you every month. I'm saving all of it. You figure the rest out. And she thanked me when she graduated that I did that because it made her appreciate money more. So,
yeah, I was a money hoarder. Because kind of like what you were just saying, it was kind of a sink or swim situation for me. Like if I didn't have it, I wasn't going to have it. So that made me a money hoarder. And so I just saved money. I just saved it for what? I don't know why. I just saved it. I mean, of course, now I'm a whole lot better. But yeah, all of that stuff I had to learn. I'm kind of self-taught, pretty much just about everything when it comes to money. Credit, self-taught. It's so funny because I never had bad credit in my life. Never, ever. I either didn't have it and then I had it. I can't tell you the last time my credit score been under 800. But yeah, I don't know anything different. So I don't know how blessed I am, I guess, I just, because I don't know anything different. But yeah, man, it's tough because it was a lot of things that I had to learn, but also the thing that I guess, sometimes I'm kind of bothered by is that I never had the chance to make mistakes. Because I knew if I made a mistake, it could be the difference of me living in my car. Because I had nowhere else to go. I didn't have, anybody to lean on like that, that could help me out. So, I wasn't able to just kind of live and do some certain things and try some certain things out. But I am now, but and then of course my investment game is crazy at this point in life now. So but yeah, I wished I was able to do some of the things in my 20s that I do now, because the only thing that especially in the stock market, man, I wished that I did not wait until my 30s to get deep into the stock market. Oh my goodness, because 2008. I remember, man. So, you know what? If y'all don't want me to tell the story, tell me, because I'm finna tell y'all how I hit a lick. But because this is off topic, that's what I say. But you remember 2008 when the housing market crashed, everything crashed, right? So my first introduction to the stock market, I bought Fannie Mac and Freddie Mae. Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae. Yeah, there we go. So I bought it because I don't know if y'all remember, it dipped down to like 10, 15 cents.
I don't know. I just know my fucking, never mind. Go ahead.
So it dropped down to 10, 15 cents. And I was like, well, the government pays into this. So I know it's not going to let it, totally go under. So I'm like, you know what? I'm finna buy me 5,000 shares of each. So I bought 5,000 shares of each at 10 cents. I think Freddie Mac was, and Fannie Mae was like 15. And then I think I sold it at like $4. I sold all of them for $4. So you can sit there and do the math in your head of how much money I made off of that. But like that was my first introductory, to the stock market, my first lick. And I've been riding with it ever since. Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Being self-taught is one of those things that shows a lot about like your inner resilience. Because to be self-taught to do anything.
Told you I don't know how to quit.
See? Look, I'm sitting here like
you over there doing the math. You over there doing the math. Yeah, man.
Golly. Shit. Sorry.
Best investment I made. That's how I got started. For me, anyways. Yeah. For sure. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be working. Just throwing it out there.
Okay, well, since Adrian just shitted on us, we're going to go to the next topic. Oh, man. So, you know what? That's a good segue because back in 2008, when the whole stock market tanked, housing market, everything was a hot mess. Folks were jumping out of windows. It was horrible. Folks were losing so much money that they couldn't even handle it at all. It was so bad. So that will go into our next topic, talking about mental health. Nowadays, it seems like that's like a trendy word, like just saying mental health. Every 5 minutes, somebody's having a mental health issue, a crisis, or something. Like they just throwing the word out like it's just some new popular word, and it's being weaponized all over the place. And it's like used as a crutch now for real, for everything. Like how do we and I don't know if that may be why they're not like really taking the serious things seriously, because like just for instance, like we talked about last week with the past Miss America, I think she was, forgive me for not saying it right, who jumped off of a building. Like you have to be in such a horrible place to jump off of a building. Like that has to be the most horrifying moment, like for you to get to that point. And like just people don't even take it serious. Like, yo, I'm having a breakdown right now. I need help. Like even if you say it, people just really don't. They really don't listen.
More.
Because everybody's using it. Especially these kids. These kids, I don't know. I just don't know.
Do you remember? Yes, you do, because everybody remembers when Trump won. When Trump won, they started having these safe spaces where people could mourn at colleges. Do you remember that? You don't remember that? I do. It was one of the craziest things I ever heard in my life. It's like, oh, somebody won a presidency. Oh, we need safe spaces. These kids are grieving over the fact that this orange-haired man won. Huh? Listen, ain't no place safe. No place is safe for Byron. But the thing about that is like that instance opened the door for people to be able to just shirk responsibilities and shirk accountability by just using words like the moment me and you disagree, Didi, you could be like, Wayne's a narcissist. That's why he doesn't see my point of view. No, your point of view is just trash. I didn't get it. Like that doesn't make me a narcissist. It means it wasn't communicated correctly and you didn't take accountability. I'm not a narcissist. So like we throw the words narcissist around. If Adrian tells me that Fruit Loops is trash, he's gaslighting me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Call back. Anyway, so it's like gaslight, protect your peace, narcissist, all like just flinging them around like hotcakes, and we've used that to not communicate with each other. I can't talk to you right now. I'm setting boundaries. No, nigga, you're not trying to answer questions. That's all that is.
You're avoiding accountability.
That's what you're doing. You're not. I'm setting boundaries in my life now. This new era is called my turn. Shut up.
I mean, and then also too, you got to think of it like people having mental breakdowns because other people don't agree with them. You know, that's a big issue as well. Like we can't, you know, live in harmony without, you know, we got to agree on every single thing. There's things that we disagree on, right? We still tight.
Oh. See, I'm sorry. This is a military thing. See, this is why I retired. Cause no.
Oh wow.
Master Sergeant Legette, you getting this goddamn paperwork. Fuck you and the commander. That's why I retired. Wow. See, it was my time to go.
That's what it's come to now.
That's terrible. So you can come over here and act the ass, and I can't do nothing. Get me out of here.
Listen, that is gonna be funnier when I tell you what I was really talking about. That's gonna be funnier when I tell you later. I'm gonna be like, I had mental health situation. I can't wait to tell y'all so I can get it. But I don't know, man. Like we really have we've made it so much so that the people who are could literally help the mental health of other people just by answering questions, just by taking accountability, just by all these other things. They're like, nope. Like we are our own.
He got out. She got him separated. My bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We are our own undoing in the midst of our mental health acknowledgement of which is supposed to make people more understanding with one another. We've now become undone because of it. It's like, I can't talk to her about that. She's going through something. She's going through a crisis in her brain right now. I can't even address it. Like, I can't talk to him about this. He'll get mad. He'll say he won't. I don't know. I can't with this weaponizing of stuff. Like, and relationships is the worst because like you can't even have a disagreement. Like we had an argument and now you feel like I'm gaslighting you because I told you that I didn't like the fact that you came home at 3 a.m. with no warning.
Because what's happening now is that this whole my opinion matters. You need to listen to me. What I say matters. My feelings. All of this is equivalent to everybody gets a trophy. No, your point does not matter right now because your feelings aren't facts. Nobody gives a shit about how you feel right now because this is the reality of what's happening. That's not real. We're going to have a conversation as grown people and come to an agreement, or we're going to agree to disagree. But what we're not going to do is sit here and massage your stupid ass ego because of how you feel.
Come on now.
I like your feelings are not facts.
No, they're not. You felt that way. So what? And I can't control how you feel. You just felt that way. Next.
Come on, man.
I don't know, man.
We got to figure out how. And these are the same. Remember, we were talking about how people are they're always preparing for a wedding, but not a marriage. These are the types of conversations that people do not have before they get married. How do we navigate through disagreements? Because if you shut down and I'm an overthinker, this probably ain't gonna work. Because I need you to over communicate if I'm an overthinker. You shutting down, I done came up with 15,000 scenarios in my head that are not true. But because you're not communicating with me, it don't matter.
Come on now, Didi. Advocate for me. Advocate for me, Didi. You speak in my life. You got my phone time?
I'm a super overthinker. Look, I'm 100% disabled veteran, and 70% of my disability is anxiety. I have severe anxiety. My mother was a crackhead mostly all of my childhood. I was left in a home, me and my sister, a lot as a child. I was a foster kid. So abandonment is huge for me. If you shut down, I feel abandoned. You're not talking to me, I lose it. So I need somebody that over communicates to me. Keep reassuring me. Keep revalidating what I need. Like, just let me know I'm safe. Because if not, listen, I'm very creative. I'll come up with some shit.
Especially if I find something on your person that makes it look like. Never mind. Forget it. We not. Yo, what's this? What this mean? What this mean? You should have just talked to me about it. I've already figured out what I think this might mean, and this is facts to me.
Yep. It could be some so far left from what I'm thinking, but nope. Now it's what I think.
And you was hiding it in your gym bag. You know what? Forget it. What's the next topic? I'm not gonna do this to myself. But I, you know what? I'm not doing this.
You're an idiot, yo.
I am.
No. So listen, I had a conversation today out the blue, and I said, "Oh my God, Adrian just sent me this topic. This was his number one topic on his list today, and we're actually having this conversation. How ironic! Why do people want kids but don't want marriage? What is this new epidemic going on? Back in the day, in my day, we was just fucking. And if we happen to have a baby, oops. Now these chicks really like trying to have babies. What is that?
These men are trying to find these genetically gifted women whose uterus they want to use to have babies too. You ever heard of that? That's crazy. No one ever
I think that's you should want. I mean, let's be clear. First off, I know this isn't what we're talking about, but who you make kids with, I think you want to check their background out, right? You want to make sure that physically they are attractive, mentally they have everything together. I think that you want that, right? I mean, you got to look out for the next generation that you bringing into this thing. So
all they gotta have is a fat ass, Adrian. What you talking about?
I don't care about all that. So
that's what they looking for.
I need all that. You know what? Tell me if you ran track in high school. You played sports in high school. Let me know all that.
You know what I'm saying? Let me know how you got that.
Yeah, you got the same hairdo. But yeah, let me know if you buy some action. You know what I'm saying? You play sports, you worked out, like I need to know all that. Like,
right.
You're not gonna be no lazy just because you got a big butt. Like, no.
So now my son gonna have a big booty. Oh, it's possible.
It is possible. For his sake, I hope not.
Just saying.
Okay.
I mean,
God does have a sense of humor.
Blue dominant here. Okay. Built like his mama. Is he built like you now?
Who?
Your son.
No, my son is his daddy's clone to the T. Through and through.
I was just asking.
Oh no, he's built just like his daddy. That boy, he about 5'5", he only 12.
Okay.
And he a string bean. Straight up and down.
But yeah, so no, I think all that matters. I don't know about y'all, but I thought about all that when I was picking my mate. But I'll get back on the topic. All right. So the reason why I definitely wanted to talk about this is because I do see that trend, and I do know some women that have kids, and and they're not really worried about if the dad's going to be in the kid's life or not. And I'm like, I don't think you realize how traumatizing that's going to be to the child. At some point, they're going to want their father. And there's not anything that you're going to be able to do to supplement that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think people really think about that. Like, they think about the glitz and the glam. Oh, I'm going to have a kid. I'm going to have this child. It's going to be so beautiful. They're going to love me. And they don't think about the consequences that bringing them up in this situation could have on them, and not only have on them to you as well, because they could possibly resent you because they're seeing their friends with their fathers and their mother, and they trying to figure out why they don't have a father in their life. So I think it's like you said, I think it's becoming relevant now. Like, I know some women that's just like, yeah, I'm ready to have a child, but don't you want to get married first? Like,
that part.
Like, nah, I'm getting older. I'm ready to have these babies. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, you don't make bread like that to be raising kids on your own. So what are you gonna do?
They don't care. They listen. These chicks, like she said, they don't have no real friends. They goofy ass homegirls cheering them on, and they watching celebrities. They got these fake realities in their brains, thinking that they about to be rolling around like Cardi B or whoever. Like, just they really are delusional.
Cardi's
got
married.
women. Well, I mean, I just use her as a celebrity,
Right?
Okay.
No,
but but they're listening to her music,
Okay.
but not watching her life. They're listening to these women. Most of these female rappers are in committed relationships or they're married.
All right.
They're not
Nicki
rapping.
Minaj.
They're not rapping.
Cardi B. Yeah.
Right.
here's the other thing.
Hold on.
They don't even watch their progression.
Right.
No.
Think about who Cardi was. And look at who she is right now. Like she cleaned up all the way nice.
All the way.
Like she
Teeth,
started off
body,
like
everything.
she cleaned all the way nice.
Mhm.
But it's like, I hate hearing women say to dudes, "Oh, we would make some pretty babies." What makes you think I would give my seed to you? Like, that's why I said thing about men taking the power back. If a woman said that to a man and a man immediately followed that with, "What makes you think I would give you my seed?" That would shut that down immediately. Like that, imagine what a death blow that is to a woman who just, "Oh, we would have pretty baby." What makes you think I would let?
I say it all the time. The man has the most powerful thing he carries every day is a seed, but because he gives it away so freely, it has been devalued so much because most men will just give it away. Anytime something wet and hot comes near them, it doesn't matter anymore. So women think that they have the power. Shut up, Wayne. Women really think that they have the power and that men are so weak.
Word.
And willing that their seed is not valuable. That's where the problem comes in. Because if you put 9 times out of 10, the men that they looking at are willing to just give it away because they don't realize how valuable they are.
Right. Hey man,
but men are proving themselves.
I couldn't just make these pretty babies with just anybody. Now you feel me? I'm just saying. Hey.
You see, Facebook keep being in my uterus, and I don't know why. Because I'm not having no babies. Okay. For some reason, my friends keep having dreams about me having babies.
Somebody trying to give a kid them shoulders you got. They're like, "Oh, Didi got them nice shoulders. That boy, if I have a boy with her, he throwing that."
I got 2 of them. They good. I got a boy and a girl. They don't make no other kind of baby.
That's not the memo they got. The memo they got is your factory is open.
I'm gonna get a cane Corso, boy and a girl.
I'm thinking about it too. I think I might do that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not no girl, just a boy. Actually, I probably have to get a girl because I just got sons. So I don't know how that's. If we get a dog, she probably be a girl dog.
Do you know how much I want you to impregnate your wife again and have a girl? Like, I want you to have a girl so bad.
She would be so pretty.
That, and she would literally, they sink their hands into your heart and they suck out all your personality. They keep it for themselves.
She would have all this hair.
They become you.
So witty.
Not gonna happen.
She would break you down to the bone gristle.
Oh, I think y'all need to have a little
Debbie.
A little Debbie.
A little Debbie.
A little Debbie.
Not gonna happen. That was it.
Oh,
that was it.
Fair. That's not
well,
fair.
ain't gonna be no wrapped around nobody's finger unless I have a granddaughter.
3's a charm.
3 is a charm.
3's.
I'll agree with anything
not
you
a
say
charm
right now. It has to do with that. 3 times a charm. Hit for the cycle. Anything.
I'm thinking about getting snipped, homie.
No.
Well, let me let you know.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, look out! Yeah, you snipped.
It actually, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not bad. Cause
it's not bad.
You go in the kitchen to get a snack. You're like, oh, wait a second. I don't have to worry about it. Hey, let me talk to you real quick. Little guiltless quickie in the kitchen right before your sandwich. Get back to the living room, kid, be sleep. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm just going off experience. Yes,
I mean, well,
wrapped around
I
his
don't
finger.
know. I guess.
No,
I
that's
mean,
how it goes.
Oh, I'm married, so
No, that's what I'm saying.
no. What I'm saying is, them days of I don't. How much is a condom now? Because I don't know.
Ask Nick
What
Cannon.
is-
He got a. Well, you can get some free ones from Nick with his whole vending machine.
Oh no, I'm not using those. I don't. No, I'm married. I don't use those. It's over with.
See what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep my comments to myself.
It's over with. I'm married.
Anyway, we're gonna go to the next topic.
I'm just saying. I don't even know what the price of them are. That's yeah.
So, are Black women behind the curve when it comes to taking care of their men?
What you mean?
What
you mean? You go first. What you mean?
This is Adrian's question. I don't
So
know.
I mean explaining. So, you know, it is said that culturally Black women are kind of behind the power curve when it is uplifting their men, taking care of their men, making sure that they're straight, you know, doing the wifely duties that, you know, they should be doing. You know, culturally they say Black women are behind the 8 ball on this. So I figured this would be a great conversation for us to have. Is that true?
Of course.
Okay.
Not any fault of their own.
Let's break
we got
that
a lot
down.
of catching up to do. Like how would we be ahead of a power curve when our husbands weren't in the home for us to take care of? So now we have to play catch up in doing that. And how is it that I don't even know what the number is, but most Black women are single, so they don't have a husband.
Would a man being in the home prevent you from knowing how to be emotionally available for a man?
Behaviors are taught. Behaviors are taught. So if my mom wasn't married, I'm already behind the power curve of my white counterpart whose mother was married because she watched her take care of her dad or husband, whoever, and she learned that behavior. I don't know how to do that because it was never demonstrated to me. So now if I want a husband, I got to figure out how to be a wife because I don't even know how to do that. So it's like I really get a little skeptical when it comes to comparing cultures as a whole to anything Black because we're so behind the power curve on everything culturally compared to other cultures. Because our shit was just torn down, shredded to pieces, and we got to keep starting the fuck over. So,
do you think also a big issue is just because the narrative that's been created as well surrounding Black women and Black men? I mean, and what I mean by that is, you know, Black women are angry and Black men ain't shit. So do you think, you know, deep down inside on both sides, that's just kind of a problem that people keep thinking, especially when it comes in our culture?
Post-traumatic slave disorder. Anything that we continually keep getting repeated to us, he who controls the image controls the mind. So you keep seeing ain't shit niggas. What's the big like flashy things they keep showing? All of these celebrities with all these different baby mamas. Ain't none of these Black men making these women wives. And most of them don't really even have Black baby mamas. Like a lot of Black women are being ridiculed for being angry. But why? Why are they so angry? Because they've been doing a lot of shit by themselves. Because somebody dropped the ball somewhere along the way and they just have to keep picking it up. Now, not to say that they absolve from all responsibility because they got to pick their mates a little bit better. But why is it so many of the mates that they pick have the same attributes? Why is it so many bad options?
But what about the ones that have the help, that have someone there, but they continue to carry that burden like it's their life as well too? Y'all get what I'm saying? Do I need to explain that a little bit better?
Break it down.
Okay. So I know women, right? that are in relationships, and they may have that single friend. And because their single friend is bitter, unhappy, they tend to carry that themselves as well, too. Even though they're in a better situation, they have a man that helps them, take care of them, all of those great things, right? But because their friend is taking the burden, of that, they tend to bring that with them. Like we see it all the time when one woman is hurt, like they all feel it. You know what I'm saying?
It's carrying behavior.
Yeah, they're carrying that, but it's not really yours. But you carrying it,
right?
Like, why are you carrying that? That's not your life. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And
you got somebody,
and that's a bad. You need to be a better example. If your life is a good example and your friends isn't, you need to be pouring into her what
Facts.
You're experiencing.
Facts.
So it shouldn't be the other way around. You need to be showing her that there are good men out here. My man does take care of me. There are better options. You need to tighten up your vetting process when it comes to the man that you choose and figure out what it is in you that's allowing you to pick these ain't shit niggas.
I was having a conversation with somebody about that too. I was having a conversation with somebody about that. Like, I noticed that when you talk to XYZ, that your attitude later, you start to insert certain negatives into a situation that doesn't require it. Like, you're not dealing with the same circumstances as that person. And here's why. But having to reset a person every day or every moment that I think people need to become more comfortable being outspoken, because we outspoken about everything else. Sometimes we just need to stop and be like, just like you said, like, no, that's your situation. And here's why, for real. And it goes back to not having real friends and not knowing how to be a real friend. Like I made the joke about my guy Kevin today. He's literally been saying that about me for years. Like literally he's been saying that about me for years. But on the flip side of that, he's also one of those people like, yo, sometimes you need to stop and think about how your personality projects, whatever. So it's like accountability. You need to tell your friends, yo, let's think about this. You've been doing this. Look at them kids. There's 3 of them, 2 different dads. The first one you can't stand. Like, you need to start doing that. And I think people be so afraid, like, that's not my issue. Everything is not my issue until it becomes your issue, because now she in your living room crying because her eye bust open because she done picked another trash dude or whatever. I also want to point out, and I'm glad Adrian brought this up about taking care of their men. I feel like it's almost preached to Black women to be over sexualized to take care of their men. Like, you got to have the Gawk 3000 if you want to keep your man. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have to have the Gawk 3000 to keep me in the crib. You know what you need to have? You need to have something cooking on them pots. You need to have me a soft lap to lay my head on. You need to have an ear that listens and a mouth that communicates well, a heart that receives information, and a heart that gives information. That is going to keep me right where I'm at. I ain't going nowhere. Hey, got a text. Hey, Wayne, this is Adrian. Hey, Wayne, I'm about to go to the barber shop and get trimmed up. We about to go have a few drinks. What you about to do? Man, I'm a FaceTime him. Like, I'm laying right here.
I mean,
because I've done that.
You also want to be drained, make sure that you drain from time to time too. Now, come on, man.
No. Okay, please. I'm glad you said. I like when Adrian get inappropriate. Say it again,
bro.
I
don't expect that from Adrian.
I do. He be holding back. He said he need to be drained. I'm not saying.
Right. I got you. I got you.
I'm not saying.
I'm not gonna let him slide by without saying that you don't need to have a little Gawk.
You missed the overall point.
From time to time.
Listen. You missed the overall point. What I'm saying is that's pushed as the primary. I get what you're
saying.
I get what you're saying.
Promoted all the time.
Right. This is what's going to do it. This alone is going to do it. No, it's not. And that's all I'm saying. Because who don't?
That's why when they ask the question, what do you bring to the table? What's the number one answer is always this. That's what they always say.
Yeah, they never say this mouth though. Never mind. You know what? I don't think so. Where do y'all learn this? Where are these practice rounds taking place? That's what I need to know. All y'all throat goats who just come in MJing with it. How he Mike started it. He got me into the inappropriate role. So I'm gonna say it. Y'all just how y'all be throat goating right out the draft, first pick in the draft. Oh, there you go. Like now you nice. Like how you get this nice? What gym you was practicing in, sister?
Oh, I ain't never do that.
But I do think that a lot of women do feel that way. That like, yo, what's between their legs is just the end all be all. So sometimes you gotta let them know, like, yo, like, nah.
You know why I'm laughing? Hold up. You know why I'm laughing?
Because you wilding. I'm trying to bring it back, but go ahead.
Wait, no, let's stray for a little bit. Because I remember one time Didi sat right here.
That was funny.
Didi sat right here and was like, she said something about she said, what difference do it make? What difference do it make if I swallow it or not? It's still leaving. You still get the same satisfaction. So what? I run to the bathroom and spit it out. I said, wait, what? So
I'm pleading the fifth on that now. I'm pleading the fifth on that.
She said, I've never done that before. Plead the fifth again so I can go back to the episode and clip it. You know I'm in the editing department. Don't act like that's not where I'm at.
They say it's good for the skin, though. Okay.
We are not in church.
It's hot. I'm drinking 99 apples.
Oh, you drink? Never mind.
What's 99 apples? I don't even know what that is.
It's vodka that's 99 proof.
Who walked by?
Ain't nobody walk by. Ain't nobody here but my son.
You just looked up, and I saw your eyes follow.
Oh no, I was gonna go get the 99 apples, but it's so far.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. If
so, what helped men's skin?
I'm gonna be honest with you. This beard didn't start growing until I let it.
See, he gonna say
Look.
That's because you ain't had no motherland juice on it. You went over there with that Becky shit.
No, go get the 99. How much time? Listen, I don't even want to go to another topic.
Oh shit. Yeah,
you see things that make Adrian laugh with his whole torso. I keep telling y'all, Adrian can't wait. He can't wait till the joke be on me, so he can laugh with his whole body. I be telling y'all.
That was funny. You even laughed. Come on now. Stop playing.
No, I did laugh.
He said that's what men want: peace of mind and the God 3000. That's what y'all need.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Is that what y'all need to like? What does that get a woman? That's what I need to know.
If I'm home, we can talk, we can discuss. I can feel more confident in providing, knowing that the things that I do will not be taken for granted. Because that's really what it be.
What are we providing? If I provide peace of mind and a God 3000, what do I get in return?
What are you? You're getting a man that can then in return, whatever the equivalent of that is. What noise is that? Make the noise and then put 3000 at the end. What is it? You don't want to do it? And he answered.
Oh my God. Oh, y'all are crazy as hell. I'm trying to get the ladies to answer on how you get the ring, because we always know what the man need: peace of mind, soft place to land, body to serve.
Do y'all want to be married?
You was talking about get the ring. Okay, let me break that down. All right, so when it definitely that's how Debbie got the ring. For sure. Peace of mind, helpmate, she was just down. So, you know what I mean? I had been in other relationships and it just was totally different. Like I never had someone that was my piece like that before. And she definitely is my piece. And so, yeah, I said, yo, I'm locking it down. Like, I mean, I literally after like, after 4 months, I was like, yo, I told my fams, like, yo, something different. This different. Like, this something different for me. And so I was like, but of course I need to see. And it stayed different. And it just stayed different. After 8 months, I'm like, yo, I think it's time for me to look for a ring. Like, I don't want to lose this. This isn't something that I feel that I need to wait on. This is something that I feel like I need to lock down. And I did. So I went and got the ring. I got the ring after us being together for 8 months. I mean, I didn't propose until we had been together for a year, but I was sitting on the ring. Like, I was sitting on the ring. I knew this was it for me. I knew she was the one. I knew this is who I wanted to have kids with. This is who I was going to be with for the rest of my life. Like, because it was just a different situation. She was peace. Like, I never been in a relationship where a woman was my peace. Like, we could feed off each other. We could logically talk to each other. Like, she doesn't say things to hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, and vice versa. Like, we communicate. It's like, all right, let's talk. And so she got the ring, and she got the credit cards, and she got the houses, and she owned everything that I own. So if I die, she's a millionaire. Like, it's not even like, yo, that's why I said, like, yeah, she got it all. She got it all.
You see what Erica said? Were you ready to get married, or did you get yourself ready once you met her?
No, I got myself ready before I met her. You see what I'm saying? Like, I did work on myself because I had been in some relationships that I was like, yo, like, what is going on? And so once I got out of that, I took the time to really just get to know myself and work on myself and understand what it was that I wanted. And I think that's an issue that people don't do. They don't take the responsibility of themselves of what it is that, they're doing wrong in their relationships. So I said, yo, what am I doing? What is it? I wanted to focus on me. I don't care what other people do, because why? I'm the head. I'm going to lead the ship. So it's like, yo, as the leader, I need to get those qualities within myself, because if I have that, they're going to follow me. With the right person, they're going to follow me. Right. So I just worked on myself. And so I started dating again and got out there. And so I met Debbie, and it was like, yo, like, it wasn't that whole like love at first sight. None of that. Wasn't no love at first sight. None of that. Like, we didn't even know after the first date if we was even going to go out again. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's another thing I tell people, like, stop looking for that love at first sight type stuff. Right? You know what I'm saying? If they not freaking crazy, then see how else it go. But yeah, so that's how it was, man.
I don't think he said own everything you own. I think you said on everything you're on. Is that what you said?
On, yeah.
On.
Yeah.
He country. He said on.
No,
yeah,
he's southern.
Country.
Southern.
On everything that I own. There you go. Hopefully that works. So yeah.
Wayne, you was looking crazy. I don't know why what you were doing, but your face was crazy as hell when he was talking.
I don't know. I'm bugging.
Yeah.
I'm all over the place.
You're always
It's been a long day. It's been a long day.
Always.
It's been a long 2 days.
But yeah, be the peace. Be the peace. Be the peace. I think you the peace with the right man is definitely gonna work wonders for you, because that's what we need. And that Gawk 3000. Hey.
I don't even gotta act up. I could just chill today, even though I made.
Adrian been in rare form today.
Good. Because I'm tired of it being me. I'm tired of being infamous and all, notorious and all that stuff. I need him having some taglines. I'm tired of being infamous. I'm really regular for real.
I think the key to that whole conversation was you prepared yourself before. Like, you knew what you wanted.
Oh yeah.
So there was no playing games. There was no, trying to figure. You knew what you was looking for, and you went
right. I told her, like, look, if you don't want to settle down, like, I don't even want to waste your time or mine. I'm looking for a wife. I said that. Like, that's what I'm saying. I got to that point where I was the one that was up front, like, yo, I'm looking for a wife. So and it's funny because you could ask her, she looked like, yeah, right. She thought it was game. I'm like, no. Like, I'm looking for a wife. I'm looking for someone I can spend my life with. I don't.
Child, I had somebody say that to me before, and I ran. Like, whoa, hell no! This nigga.
I told her, you know what I mean? Like I said it, like this is what I'm looking for. This is what I want. If that's not what you're looking for, then we can go our separate ways, and it's not, you know, no love lost, no harm. I told her that. I'm looking for a wife now.
That is Wayne.
But no, I'm dead serious. I'm with him on that. Like, I'm not gonna say I'll never be married again.
Is that no, I was with you, brother, until you said that? Is that what that is?
I just and that's why guys ain't getting married anymore. What?
Who said that? Huh? Where? You seen that?
No, I said this is how I used to be.
Used to feel.
Pay attention. Used to.
Oh, she can't.
When
she can't.
You ran. Okay.
She can't wait to get a ring now.
No, back in the day, you know me, Adrian. You know how.
Right. I had to catch up because I was trying to figure out what he was referencing, but then now I'm back.
And also, these guys were saying this within like 30 days or less of meeting.
We know what we want after 12 hours.
No, the hell you don't. Shut up. I know what they wanted.
I'm lying.
Nah. I'm like, and then you got your mama at the church praying, ma'am. No.
She walked up on you with the oil and was like, I'm marking you out for my baby.
You know, I don't let nobody in church touch me.
She said,
not like that. No, it's only a few people that I'll let put their hands on me. But if I go to a church, don't put your demons on me. Nah. No, the reason why guys ain't getting married anymore is because they don't want to get married.
Guys got to stop being sensitive. Like, just because, you know what I'm saying? So this is another thing that you got to be intentional. You want women to be intentional. Men got to be intentional too. If this is what you're looking for, then that's what it is. If she not the one, then she not the one. That's just like, yo, if you want something, like, you saying it shouldn't scare somebody off. I mean, unless it's crazy. But me saying, hey, I'm looking for a wife. If that scares you off, then you're not the one for me. And I was, I got to that point where it didn't bother me. If someone would have said that to me, right, it wouldn't have bothered me. I just would have looked at it like, well, moving on. Now I can, find the person that I'm supposed to be with. Like, people, I don't get that. Like, why people so scared to say what they want or what they feeling? And I feel like
everyone is not ready to be a wife. Yeah. They're not prepared for that. Everybody's not healed enough. Being a wife is a huge responsibility. And if she ain't ready, you don't want her anyway.
And you were prepared to hear anything, Adrian. Like, you didn't say it. You didn't say what you said with all right, once I say this, she gonna say yeah.
Right.
I got you.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't
he and that's why guys aren't getting married, because it's fear of rejection. It's like, because you know that what you're saying, first of all, if you have conviction in what you're saying, the person you saying it to is not gonna mind hearing it that way. It might even shift the way they think about who they was presenting themselves as to you. It's like, oh, he came at me like this. Hold on for a second. I wasn't even thinking he was trying to come at me like this. Let me
nobody else did.
Right. For sure.
Because in her mind, all these dudes been coming this way. So no, I don't want to get married because these niggas ain't shit. But I just had a gentleman approach me in a real way, and he intentional about what he want. Whoa, hold on. Let me have a conversation with this real man in front of me right now.
And also, guys ain't getting married because they falling for this illusion that they have millions of women at their disposal because of the internet. Y'all niggas ain't got nothing.
Yo,
y'all ain't got nothing.
Internet
guys. You see it every day in my DMs.
This just makes it even worse.
What happened?
You see it every day in my DMs.
For sure. Like, y'all do not, like, listen, men are not getting married because y'all swear on everything y'all love that the moment y'all pick up your phone, y'all gonna have a date by the end of the night. No, you're not, my guy. You're not. You don't have that sneeze in you. You don't have that thing that draws women to you. You don't have that attraction that makes a woman wanna, you don't even have the skills to drop a message that makes a woman wanna check for you. Because your penis wrote that message. You like, hold on, write this message. I'll be over here eating cereal. Like dudes are delusional. Y'all niggas are delusional. Y'all don't have millions of women. There's maybe 2 women in y'all life who might throw y'all some rhythm. One of them is a bucket. The other one is somebody that already watched you move and don't want to give you no play. So you might as well just chill, work on yourself, heal inside, all that.
But it's the women that you feel like you have access to ain't of substance. They just random thoughts that anybody can screw. If you got access to them, how many other men do you think got access to them? You ain't the only one. Same goes for women. You going to in these dudes DMs, you being thirsty and shit. How many other women you think in they DM?
Who does that happen for? I've never. What do you? This is an illusion. Y'all talking about? I don't know. Nothing y'all talking about. Like women, women are delusional. Yeah, if y'all think that men get attention like that,
they do.
If we not money phoning or presenting a bust down or showing you
if you can present a certain way of being on the internet, the perception is reality. So if you look like you somebody, shit, these hoes all on it. They all on it. But the difference between the men in a woman's DM and the women in a man's DM, these women, they come in full force. It's two different kind of women though. You got the women that got money that's trying to pay for some shit, and then you got the women that ain't got shit that's trying to get some shit paid for. The men, they just trying to spend money. By any means necessary, they trying to fuck. They are. They pulling out all the stops, and any way they can get it, they trying to get it.
Oh, this is all of it. All of it's twisted. All of this. I just look at the internet anymore. Like I just post my videos and keep it moving. Like I'm dead serious. Like I'm not a real big scroller.
These women, these hoes want any nigga. They just want it. It's social media. They want whatever.
They want whatever you think you willing to put up.
Yeah, just like the men, they want whatever. Look, I'm so sick of the Tinder swindler. I'm gonna go watch. They done banned this man from all dating apps.
Is it good? I put it in my I put it on my list. I put it on my list. He done
swindle women out of what, millions of dollars?
Wow.
How dumb can you be? How you a millionaire asking me for money?
Because my assets are frozen and tied up into other business ventures. I just need you to hold me down to 10,000.
I can't help you.
I need you to throw me 10,000 until I unfreeze this money, and I got you right back.
Stupid.
And then I'm gonna take you out on a date with the 10,000 you just loaned me, so you all caught up in it. Like I'm spending money on you, but I am because it's your money. Like I see the logic. I see how he did it. I see what I'm saying. It makes no
desperation
sense.
Is real, man.
For sure.
It's real. But you can be whoever you want to be on the internet. You can be whoever you want to be. People believe all types of fallacies every day. But when they get to know the real you, let's see.
Listen, people know if people learn the real me and still kick it with me, I give them all the props and love in the world. Because I'm just being honest. I'll be bugging. Like sometimes I'm cool, but other times I'll be on some like. I'll be bugging sometimes.
We know Adrian calls you out all the time when you're bugging.
No, here's the crazy thing. So this is what's funny. I'm glad you brought that up, and then we're gonna close. We spending too much time on looking at me. The fact of the matter is, Adrian, I know you think that I pander, and I really want to tell you that I really live like that and think like that. Like I hold both sides equally accountable, but I really do feel everything that I say. So it's not like all right, let me get on the internet and be this. No, that's really how I feel. But there's times where I be bugging. I'm not a one lane person. I don't pander. That's just really how I think and feel.
So I'm not the only one that calls you Dexter Jackson.
No, you're not the only one.
Derek Jackson.
Okay.
You're not the only one.
Oh, see, I done forgot.
But I really be feeling like that.
Dexter.
But the crazy thing is both you and Kevin are kind of the same in the fact that you both have beards.
He said Wayne needs a friend.
I don't. I swear I don't. I grew up with
Wayne is an empath. I connect with Wayne. He's an empath. So I get it. I get where he comes from all the time. Adrian, you're an alpha male dog and like lead head honcho type of dude, no nonsense kind of guy.
You just made me seem like your gay best friend, which is kind of it's fine. That was I don't know if you thought that was helping. It was. And Adrian just sat there and was like, "You heard the comparison? That's fine." But yeah, no.
Wayne just relates a little better.
I do, and I'm proud of it.
I mean, I get it, Wayne.
There's definitely nothing wrong with it. I'm just giving you the difference between the two.
Oh my goodness,
Wayne, it's cool, man. I get it. I don't get it, but I get it sometimes. You know,
I get how you don't. I get
but
how you
my
don't
dog.
get it.
But
I
you
get
my
how
dog.
you don't get it.
But you my dog.
Appreciate you.
Wayne is a
You know
very
what I'm saying?
understanding guy.
Yeah, so I get it, Wayne. You love the love, you know, and you like to sit in your car
Sometimes
and you know,
60 seconds at a time.
you know, throw men under the bus. But it's okay. I get it. I get it.
That's where you get it wrong. I don't throw men under the bus. I don't think you watch my videos then.
Nah, you don't. I just wanted to mess with you. I just wanted to mess with you. You don't throw men under the bus.
I throw women under the bus.
You're actually the
women
opposite.
need to tighten up.
You throw women under the bus.
Women need to tighten up.
You definitely a mini Kevin Samuels out here in these streets. So
why can't I just be Wayne? Can we close? Didi, what you got going on?
Okay,
You going
what
be
y'all
on
got going
tomorrow?
on for the week?
No, let's talk about you because you gonna be on the podcast tomorrow.
I'm gonna I'm doing an interview tomorrow with Miss Good News from Livingstone College radio station. Don't make me lie. I hold on. I want to shout out the radio station because I don't want to get it wrong. It's WJLZ 107.1. We're gonna do an interview. She wants to interview me to talk about the Core Queen fitness brand. So she says she got a lot of questions for me. Oh my God, this dude here. So yeah. So tomorrow, 7:00, I'll be live on Instagram. She said that I can go live on all my platforms. I guess I'll figure that out, whatever. Sometime tomorrow. You know, I never go live on Instagram other than the one time me and Wayne was live. So check it out. It should be a good interview to get some exposure for my Core Queen brand, just to let people know exactly who I am, what I do, what I offer, and the results I've been able to get. What else I got going on? Y'all know Valentine's Day is coming up, so if you haven't gotten your significant other a gift or you don't give a shit, either way, it's coming up. You should be celebrating every day. But all ladies like gifts, so it's never a bad
So
time.
do men.
Men like gifts too. I like buying gifts, so I'm the gift giver. That's what I do because my love language is gifts, so I like to give them and I like to receive them. I got something else happening. I can't think of what it is. See, Wayne, you put me on the spot. Usually I can go find my stuff and
you working on a panel that's talking about different careers for the young people.
Well, yeah, that'll be we're working on it in the fall. It's going to be in Tampa, Florida.
Okay.
I wish Tiffany was in here. Me and her have collaborated to put together entrepreneur empowerment conference in Tampa. We want to do a panel with different types of entrepreneurs so we can get young entrepreneurs, women, men, whoever across the board to come in and just get some insight on different things that they may be scared to jump out and do, get some stories on how people started, how they're doing, you know, and definitely stomping the fact that you need a coach and or mentor in this entrepreneur journey. You need it. It is necessary. It is mandatory. So we want to definitely get some people out there that are actual coaches and mentors on the panel as well. So we're going to start really putting the teeth into that and get the date and the location. She just came back from Tampa, so she was going to go look at different venues to see what would be the best location. So we'll have those details out soon. And I just started my new 30-day challenge, Core Queen 30-day challenges on Facebook. We're doing wall sits this month. So get in gear, 30-day challenges. You can go scroll down the whole page if you want to do a different challenge. All of them are posted in there. for each month that I do a new challenge. If you're not a part of my program, let's see. If you haven't, go out and download, stream my artist Money Train's song "Me, Myself, and I." It's on all platforms. The video is on YouTube. Go check it out. His song is our intro song. It's called "Way I'm Living." That's also on all platforms if you want to download that. Oh, also oh God, what's the date? It's I think March 31st to April 3rd. I'll be in Houston for the Ebony Fit Freak weekend. It's a weekend full of fitness conferences, workouts, parties, all kinds of stuff. It's amazing. Ebony Fit Freaks, they go from city to city and they host these events. They're amazing events for networking with different entrepreneurs, different people that are in the fitness industry. So this year, the first one is in Houston. I think the last one will be in Aruba. So they literally go Orlando, Atlanta, Miami, all these different places. So, okay. Anyway, but yeah, that's what I got going on. I wasn't expecting that. Coming up, what y'all got going on? Okay, that was different.
I'm just looking for a graphic artist to digitize my my relationship curriculum. So if y'all know a good graphic artist that knows how to digitize things and has like good spitballing ideas, I'd appreciate that because it'll be done, written copy pretty much by tomorrow. And I just want to get that going because again, it's just time. You know what I'm saying? It's time for me to kind of like right the ship. Like my life has had too many curveballs for me to just keep watching it over the plate. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely looking for a good graphic artist to help me bring that to life. Outside of that, just chilling and going.
Have you tried Fiverr?
I have Fiverr, but I would also like to. I kind of want to enlist the services like somebody like young and up and coming. Because on Fiverr you just never know. But I definitely I just want to give somebody else an opportunity, also. But I mean, at worst come to worst, then I'll do that because I have Fiverr. Like I actually have the app on my phone. But like, if I can find somebody who with a face that I can kind of build and connect with, I kind of want to just ride alongside somebody and get that done because I just want to present somebody with an opportunity.
I just invited you to a group on Facebook, so maybe that'll help.
Okay,
just put a little post in there and see. Adrian, what you got? This comment's bothering me. Well, go ahead, Adrian. What you got going on?
Y'all seeing something that I'm not?
I read that comment too, but
you can't see that comment.
It's a comment. So I'm actually so I finished the cover for my book. So I'm actually about to put it up on the website here soon, gentlemancouncil.com. And also it'll be available on Amazon as well too. But also I'm looking to revamp my website. So I'm kind of like, do I wait before I go on and make it public, or do I just go on and do it anyways? I hadn't really sure how I want to do this, but you know, I'm looking at revamping the website a little bit as well. And so, you know, doing my coaching thing, doing my speaking thing, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if anybody want me to come and speak, especially about career development, you know, helping build plans, especially for 3 to 5 years, things like that, let me know. I got you. And, you know, got these babies at the house, got a, you know, a baby. So, you know, just spending that quality time with him and actually both of my little babies. But yeah, you know, taking care of the family, man.
He getting so big, so fast.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
he'll
be 4 in May. Yeah, he'll be 4 in May, and Adrian will be 4 in May, and then you got the baby. He'll be 3 months. You know, towards the end of this month. So yeah.
And then little
Debbie, man,
we gonna speak her into fruition.
Ain't coming. Not happening.
That's
not
messed
happening.
Up. Don't do her like that. She need to be here in the land of the living. Look at his face.
Because I want that for him. I
What?
really do. I really do. No,
I
because like
want-
seriously,
I don't
having a daughter is just such a blessing. Like I love being.
I don't
a
know what
father.
it would
I love it.
I don't know what it will do. I mean, at this point, y'all heard how I said do. But yeah, I mean, I like this hardness that I'm blessed with because with boys, I don't have to switch up at all. It is what it is. You see what I'm
You
saying?
good girl.
Like that little cute stuff and all that don't do nothing to me. You know,
but it's not even about the cute stuff.
The youngest
So like
two
even
of all of the
the
babies.
youngest one, right? So the youngest one, right? He already know how to. I'd be like, you know, of course, my wife be eating it up. I'd be like, nah.
Aw. That's the time to do it now. Is when he's little.
Oh, I kiss on him all day, so that's not even an issue. I kiss on him all day,
love
all day
babies.
long.
Like I honestly
I
can
kiss
say
on him all day
having a daughter rescued me in the sense that I couldn't rely on the same animal instincts that I relied on prior to having a child. Like I had to, it was a whole different, I feel like she, so like when you talk about like me being understanding, me being empath, me being like all that, that's definitely a result of me having a girl child in the house. So like, not to say that you wouldn't have that same understanding, it's just the fact that that's why. Because when I think about who I was before having a child, I think about it every day. I have the scars to prove it. So it's kind of like she rescued me from having to live in those animal instincts. So it's like, yeah,
I don't have to be in that space. So yeah, it's just different. You know what I'm saying? I got boys, so it's just like, you know, I'm always looking at how to make sure that they are able to take care of their family one day. Being stand-up men, you know, that's always on my mind. So it's a different approach than my baby girl. So, and I think if I had another one, it'll be another boy anyways. I don't know, maybe that's just the man in me. Like and the funny thing is, like I even said that, like even the second one, I was like, it's not a girl, like it's a boy, it's gonna be a boy. I said that the whole time. And I think if I have another one, it's gonna be another boy. I don't think I will have a girl until my fourth child. And that's not happening.
Look at him already talking to fourth. You see him?
Right.
Yeah,
no, I'm saying if we kept going, I think the third one would be another boy. It would take like
y'all should have 5 kids
before a girl came. I personally
think y'all should have 5.
You just talked about what Facebook want to do with your uterus, and you over here.
Debbie is young. She can keep having them.
What you want us to have? A Jackson 5?
Done. Okay.
Yeah, I want us to have a Jackson 5 or something, you know.
Yes.
Make a group.
Be fruitful and multiply.
Nah, I just like to practice.
Oh, me too. I'm with you when you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
All scrimmage work. All scrimmage work.
You feel?
We scrimmage. Yes. We're working on defense, offense. We're running plays. What we doing?
Hey.
Wayne been practicing for a long.
Hey, sister.
Well, we appreciate all the battle buddies in the comments. We appreciate y'all coming. Hopefully you shared this live. And we hope to see you next week. Share it with a friend, tell them about the best podcast in the nation. We will be on big platforms. So if y'all with us now, we'll bring you with us then. Don't act brand new, because we will when we get there, because we don't know y'all. No, I'm joking. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next week.